So, good day everyone. This is the presentation of Group 9 entitled The Effectiveness of Solar-Powered Rice Dryer, presented by Tanuatco Simon GUN, Trinidad Odysseus, San Pedro AL Red, and Rementeria Christian. So, the of contents are for Chapter 1, Background of the Study, then Chapter 2, Design Methodology.
Background of the study. Farmers in Southeast Asia have long used the open-air solar method to dry rice after harvest. It is feasible to do this before after threshing. Rice is a staple food throughout monsoon Asia, and the many stages of production are vital to the region's residents. Gathering the grain, threshing it, drying it, storing it, and grinding it are all steps in the process. Farmers and researchers who test models with improper dimensions or forms to risk becoming dissatisfied with the results and concluding incorrectly that the approach is unsuccessful. Next. Objective of the study. General objective. The study's aims to know the effectiveness of monitored and controlled solar-powered rice dryer. Next. Specific objective. The study aims to answer the following questions. Number one, to design and develop in terms of its performance. Number two, to test the effectiveness in terms of rice dry volume, time of rice drying, temperature, and humidity. And number three, to evaluate the solar power rice dryer in terms of efficiency, usefulness, and safety. To create a guide that explains the manual operation of the product and to produce a solar power rice dryer.
So, theoretical framework. According to a research paper published by Dus Gesellschaft, rice is grown on approximately 160 million hectares of land worldwide, an area roughly 5 times the size of Germany. Together with maize and wheat, it is humankind's most important crop, and for 50% of the global population, it forms an essential part of their daily diet. This statement states that vital role of rice in a country. This supports the importance of conducting our study on the solar-powered rice dryer.
uh, Conceptual framework input profile of the respondents: age, highest education attainment, occupation, effectiveness of solar powered rice dry in terms of capacity, speed, reliability, economic aspect, insights of the respondents, impact in daily life. Second is process: to design a solar powered rice dryer, to develop and test solar powered rice dryer, distributing survey, gathering of data, questionnaires, evaluating gathered data. Output: evaluating the effectiveness of solar powered rice dryer. Signifi- Significance of the study. This study will be a significant endeavor in promoting good works in agriculture. Any delay in drying will result in quality and quantity losses. Farmers and traders prefer to sell wet grain rather than dried grain of unhulled rice due to less attractive incentive for them to do drying. Rice drying is to reduce its moisture content to meet the recommended levels for safe long-term storage. When placed in bins, rice should be dried quickly to a moisture level of about 20% to minimize any quality deterioration. Moreover, this study will be helpful to the farmers, agricultural industries, and rice businesses. It will serve as future references for the researchers for them to understand the study of solar rice drying. Dried rice in passive solar dry will mix with mixed mode to study the effect of solar drying system on rice quality. Next.
For scope and limitation of the study, this study will focus in finding out primary factors that affect the quality of the rice seeds in solar-powered rice dryer. This study will focus on the solar-powered drying system as a whole and not on its individual parts. This study will not cover other problems that are not considered in drying of rice seeds using solar-powered system, such as the complex part of the solar and the feature of the design. However, the study will show the relation of the factor to one another. Recent study and research will be used as a reference in finding out what affects the conditions of different type of solar drying system. The main source of data will be the reference related in the study. For the chapter 2, we have the design methodology. Research technical design. In this study, the researcher use the descriptive method. The descriptive method is a systematic approach to planning, creating, and carefully assessing educational processes, products, and programs that must adhere to certain standards or requirements. According to McCombes 2022, descriptive research aims to accurately and systematically describe a population, situation, and phenomenon. It can answer what, where, when, and how questions, but not why questions. Its designs can be used as a wide variety of research methods to investigate one or more variables. Unlike in experimental research, the researcher does not control or manipulate any of the variables, but observes and measures them.
So for the research instrument, the evaluation of the design of a solar powerized dryer, the researcher were used of the software called AutoCAD, which was used for planning and prototyping. In order to improve the study, a modified questionnaire checklist was distributed to the respondents. A Likert scale table that incorporates the scales ratings of the research from various perspectives with factors of the level of acceptability of the solar-powered rice dryer in terms of functional sustainability, portability, performance efficiency, reliability, usability, and maintainability was created with the use of a random sampling technique. So, this is the Likert scale sa paggamit dun sa questionnaire checklist. So, next po. Procedure and method of the study. The first step of the research study, the researchers gather information for making a title. The researchers then identify the research problem and propose a title to the research instruction and panels for approval. The next step was the researchers took a group meeting for making a research capsule to describe, find out, discover, or evaluate the study. Then followed by proposing a title where the research professor took a responsible to guide the researchers. During that time, the researchers appeared and created the title that was accepted, Effectiveness of the Solar Power Rice Dryer, an analysis to its effectiveness.
Project design model. Crops, vegetables, and fruits can have their moisture content reduced to using solar dryers. A box that houses solar dryers is constructed from readily accessible and expensive materials including cement, galvanized iron, brick, and plywood. Single and double layered transparent sheets cover the top of the dryer. Next.
Statistical treatment used to answer the objectives of the study to determine the level of accessibility of solar power in rice dryer. A weighted mean was used to identify the performance efficiency of solar power in rice dryer. Mean and standard deviation was utilized. And thank you. That's all. Thank you.